Hello everyone, my name is Tuff. Welcome to T-Car Art. I hope everyone's doing really good. I hope everyone's Halloween is going really spooky and fun so far. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys with me throughout my week, obviously, as I always do. I'm going to be exploring my OC today. Oh, that sounds really dirty. I'm going to be exploring my OC. Okay, how do I say this properly? Okay, I'm going to be doing some character explorations for my OC. His name is Turo. Oh my god, that took so long. His name is Turo. I'm going to be talking about him later. I am still doing my head studies for sculpting. Also doing some plant unboxing because plants, you know, it's important in my genes. Obviously, more plants. We love plants. And talk a little bit about frustration and art because I feel like it happens quite a lot. I would like to share it to you guys just because I feel like it's quite important. Let's get started. Day one is making Turo my OC. Step one, I find a reference first. Scroll on Pinterest. Try to find something that I like, something that I will enjoy, something I envision from my character. Basically what I'm trying to do right now is project Turo into this picture, you know, see if Turo's vibe fits the guy in the photo's vibe. Hope for the best, basically. Once I finish picking my reference photo, I then start to do the line art. It is actually one of my favorite parts in doing my piece because it genuinely makes me really happy. It's basically like the foundation for your whole piece and I just really like it. Making those little lines that I like to do is genuinely one of my favorite parts when it comes to digital painting. Those little lines are very fun. I tend to overcomplicate my line art quite a lot with those lines, but oversimplify my coloring, even removing shadows and highlights.
This is brilliant, but I like this.
Which I probably shouldn't do, but for now I quite enjoy the process, so I'm doing it anyways. For basically this part, I just... What? Oh my gosh, my brain. Stop! Okay, so this part I talk about my OC. His name is Turo. I'll do like a little story time on how I got to make him up. What? Yeah, that. Turo is a character in my head that has been with me since I was maybe 14 years old and I am now 22. Funny enough, it's actually the first time I've drawn him. Well, I've drawn him a couple of times before, but never really fully like this, which is really weird. I just never really got the drive until now. Turo is this guy that has powers. He's got wings, you know, like a bird. He was inspired by a smooth-bellied Annie. I just quite like the bird. It looks like a crow, but not quite. And I just think it's one of the cutest birds in the world. Really. He has two forms, which is his base form, which is him, quite humanoid looking, with just one wing because, yeah, his character only has one wing, and it's something that he has to deal with his whole life because he was born with it. In his second form, he's basically more powered up. He becomes like half bird. His head becomes the head of a bird. He has like sharp claws, but he's still quite humanoid. I still need to figure out how to draw that. That's Turo. I might just let the video go on and have you guys watch my coloring process. I thought it'd be nice, so yeah, this is my coloring process. Day two, I did some plant unboxing, which is really fun. It's one of my favorite parts of the week. When my package arrives for my plants, I genuinely just love plants. I got to order one of my wish list plants. I'm genuinely very excited. I'll tell you guys a little bit about the plant. Basically, the plant is called Anthurium forgetii x luxurians. It is a hybrid between two plants. So this is the forgetii and this is the luxurians. Their seedlings could look like this. I hope mine looks like that. All seedlings do look different, so mine could look drastically different from that. Same plant, just different font. I'm very excited. It's my first time actually unboxing something on camera. I was very nervous. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? Am I gonna like show my address? But I'm sure James will do his magic thingy. Be cool, be a cool T-Rex and just magic everything away. I got to repot the plant as well because it needed some repotting. I had toucan with me with the unboxing process and the repotting process just because she's a diva, she's a queen, and she needs to be there every time, and we love her for it. I repotted the plant. I then put it in my plant cabinet. It's quite scary putting something in my plant cabinet just because of how carefully stacked that section of my plant area is. It's like Tetris, you know, in my cabinet just because of how many plants there is in there. You do what you gotta do. I did manage to do it. That's my little plant spiel. End of that. I'll keep this portion really short just because most of the things I gotta say is at the second part of this debacle. Day 2, same day as I got to unbox my plant. So I did my head studies and I wanted to make something spooky but 2D since it's Halloween and all, you know, scary, rah rah rah. I don't know why I turn into Lady Gaga every time I say something spooky. Rah rah rah. Okay, I get to do that. What did I do? Oh my god, I'm actually forgetting everything. I tried to make Nell from Haunting of Hill House. I really like the character, by the way. I love the series. Every Mike Flanagan series I love. I'm currently watching all of House of Usher the second time just because of how much I freaking love it. Seriously, I'm trying to get as much people to watch it. I tried to make this piece. It just didn't really work. It really frustrated me because I just didn't really enjoy making it. I thought I would, and I really did not. That kind of just ruined the vibe and it made me hate it and try to rush doing it. Long story short, that piece didn't really make me happy. It made me even more frustrated. It didn't really do anything for me. I destroyed that piece just so I can reuse it. I don't know why I made it look so dramatic. I hated that piece and I was frustrated. The whole day I was bummed about that piece. It made me really sad. The next day, I guess I'll tell you a little bit more about how I deal with art frustration and stuff like that. This is day 2 now of sculpting. I get to remake something. Well, not really remake it. I'm actually making another thing. I'm making Ferb from Phineas and Ferb, one of my favorite childhood characters. What? I don't know. I just loved him. I just love a cool, quiet, smart boy. You know what? Oh my god. What? Okay. Yeah. So I'm making Ferb. I made him. Okay. What was my point here? Dealing with art frustration. The way I deal with it is I let myself get angry, you know, for a day. I never really try to punish myself when it comes to doing quote unquote bad at art. I never really try to do that. I know it will just carry on the next day. It's something that I did before. I was so unhappy with one thing that I overfixate on it. It caused one of my longest art blocks ever. It almost lasted a year. It was quite frustrating. Hating yourself because you can't do something that you're actively learning to do. The book that I'm currently reading, they've said that your creative part of yourself, treat it like a child. Take in art adventures, feed that creativity, and don't punish yourself when it comes to being frustrated with your art. It's quite detrimental. Hurting your own creativity just because you're failing to do something can fester, and one day can turn into 2, and 2 days can turn into a week, and a week can turn into a month, and months, and could be years actually. There's this fear that everyone has. You're never gonna be good enough. Yeah, I mean, I had this fear. My art is never gonna be good enough. I feel like my artist child really internalized that, and that maybe I should just stick with cool and easy jobs that will probably make me really miserable. One day I snapped and I just said, no, I'm actually gonna do this. Here I am now. I am making videos on YouTube, hoping for the best. What I'm trying to say is protect your... Someone messaged me. Stop. No, I'm not doing this. Okay. What was I saying? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to like retract my brain. Where am I? What I'm trying to say is getting frustrated in art is fine. Let yourself be angry. It's quite normal to not meet your standards all the time. You're constantly learning. As long as you try and not hate yourself for something that you can't do just yet, and just give yourself a chance, you know. Never stop giving yourself a chance. You will get there. That's what I try to do anyways. I give myself a day to hate everything, but make sure that I can recover, make sure that it's temporary. I never let it fester. I always talk myself up, or at least have people hype me up. Don't punish yourself when you're bad at something. Artists are very complicated people. Our standards are always very high. That's my tip. It worked out for me. I quite like Ferb. This Ferb guy, he looks quite uncanny. I'm actually very happy about him. I really hope you guys got anything from my brain vomit just now. I tried to structure it as best as I can on my phone. I feel like it made sense as I was spewing it out, but I just feel like it doesn't make sense, but I feel like it makes sense at the same time. Dissect from what the did I just say? I guess that's it. This is my piece. Yeah, this is Ferb, my version of Ferb at least. I quite like him. It's not really spooky in a way of gory and bloody and stuff. Making a 2D character into a 3D tangible object can never really look right, and especially because I made him more not realistic really, but like have like realistic features. It made him look more scary, and I feel like for me that's just scarier than a bloody face with holes in the face or something like that. If I could actually change anything from this head study that I had, I would love to paint this piece and make him look quite tired and just red. Not red like blood wise, but just blush wise. Eye bags, and just like make him look really crusty, just disgusting. Not gory, but disgusting in a way of human. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Oh my god, I've been recording for 20 minutes now. I hope everyone has had a good Halloween so far. I hope everyone is doing really good. I hope everyone's happy. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope I helped with my little rant about art and frustration. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good Halloween. Have a safe one. Have a responsible Halloween. I love you guys. Goodbye. Also, actually no, sorry James, but one last thing is I also wanted to talk about Toucan, because Toucan was really cute this week. James actually edited a photo of Toucan into this like lord of fleas. She's the queen of fleas, because this week we have been battling fleas left and right. It was definitely her fault. She wanted us to be attacked. I mean, look at her. She's literally the color of a flea. I don't trust her anymore. Her and her fleas are out to kill all of us. Careful, guys. Happy Halloween.